We do not see ourselves as a competitor or rival or anything like this. We share the same ideals as Wikileaks does, which is that transparency can help all of our societies to understand reality and the truth. We are just following a bit of a different approach. So what OpenLeaks will be doing is it will not be a central platform where you as a source can anonymously submit material and where that material will then be published. But it is actually a technological approach to enable existing organizations like news organizations, labor unions, NGOs, and other entities to anonymously receive information from sources and then work with these documents and eventually also publish these documents.
All right, so let me be
So
clear.
it is a more decentralized approach.
Okay, it's a decentralized approach. What you're effectively saying is that you'll have almost like an online Dropbox. It's my understanding that you're going to be working with a number of publications. Can you tell us who you're working with on this?
As you said, we'll be launching the website hopefully sometime tonight or within the next days at least. That website will explain how it all works in detail. We're looking into starting a test phase because parts of the technology are still in development. That test phase will be started around the beginning of next year. We'll be starting off with about 5 organizations in the beginning, just to finish development, get some initial feedback. And from then on, I guess within the next half year, we can take that to the public and involve many more organizations.
So you're not going to publish the information yourself. You're going to have this decentralized system. But why should someone go to you and not directly to any of these organizations?
Well, they will still go to these organizations, you see.
But why use you as an intermediary?
The thing is that running a network or a technology that provides you with means to anonymously today in a world that is very much monitored and where we have data retention and these things, to anonymously submit this data to existing news organizations, that's a pretty non-trivial task. So it is very complicated if each organization wants to set up an infrastructure that is built in a way that, let's say, similar to what WikiLeaks envisioned for its infrastructure. So there is a merit to bring all these organizations together and share a common infrastructure where each new participant in the system that takes part in this infrastructure adds up to making that infrastructure more complex, to harden it, and also to create a legal union with vested interests into defending the possibilities of having such technology.
Daniel, what about verifying the documents that will be in that online Dropbox, so to speak? What's your process there?
Well, that is, we will provide means for organizations to have a look what is inside their Dropbox, but for example, CNN, if you would ever be part of that system, you would have your own Dropbox. You could access the documents that are being sent to you. And then it would be your journalistic duty to verify these documents, to call up whoever you need to call to see if they match up with information you have, and to just pass them through the regular journalistic process that you have.
That is a critical difference between
from then on, you could just be working with them.
That's a critical difference between OpenLeaks and WikiLeaks. Is WikiLeaks, as my understanding is, verifies the documents. Am I correct?
There is a verification process in WikiLeaks. The experience that we had in the past is that one organization just cannot address all the tasks that are needed to deal with such amounts of information that are coming in. And we also, the people working behind OpenLeaks, we also believe that you would never want to have just one organization responsible for all these tasks. In the same way that I believe everyone can agree it doesn't make any sense to just have one news organization that is providing you with information. So a more decentralized, a more democratic approach is always better. And in that way, we are not a competitor, we're not a rival or anything, but we're just another player in that field. And I think history will then tell what the better approach is.